Hello and welcome back to my new series, Mythology Mondays, where we discuss mythology and mythological creatures from around the world. Last week in part 1, we discussed the Agogwe. If you would like to see that video, check my playlist down below. This week, we are going to be focusing on the Agogwe. The Agogwe is from East Africa, and it is a small bipedal creature similar to what in North America we would call a Bigfoot or the Pendek in Asia. It has red or yellowish skin with orangey hair, similar to an orangutan, and lives in remote, forested areas. Now, I would like to note the Agogwe themselves are not considered monsters. However, they are mythical creatures, which is why we are covering them in this series. One of the first recorded sightings by a non-African was actually in the 19th century when a British officer came across 2 of these creatures. The guide that he was with told him that they were called Agogwes. Of course, in typical British fashion, he tried to track the creatures and, as we can say, he had no success. However, there have been various sightings continuing, especially from the area of Mozambique. There have been several theories put forth, including that these are, in fact, a type of pygmy people that we have not yet discovered. However, it is more likely that they are, in fact, a type of orangutan, as the yellowish skin and the orange fur would concur. However, we think it might be extinct. Now, I'd like to read you an excerpt from William Hetchin, the British man who came across the Agogwe's experience that was in Discovery magazine in 1900. Some years ago, I was sent on an official lion hunt in this area. While waiting in a forest glade for a man-eater, I saw 2 small, furry brown creatures come from the dense forest on one side of the glade and then disappear into the thicket on the other side. They were like little men, about 4 feet high, walking upright but clad in russet hair. The native hunter with me gazed in mingled fear and amazement. His guide later remarked that they were the Agogwe, the furry little men that one does not see once in a lifetime. There was a final sighting in the late 1950s where a third sighting was reported by a Charles Cordier, a professional animal collector who allegedly saw the Agogwe in Zaire. It was entangled in one of the bird snares that he had set but escaped before he could do anything, and he said it fell on its face, turned over, sat up, took the noose off its feet, and walked away before the nearby African could do anything. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for joining me for Mythology Monday. If you would like to see any specific mythological creatures or mythology stories, please let me know down in the comments and I will make sure to respond in a video. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like. And again, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next time for part 3 of this series next Monday.